We have got a whole host of big NFL games this weekend, so with week 2 just around the corner, here are 5 things to watch out for. First, be sure to watch out for a Michael Penix Jr. upset over the Minnesota Vikings this weekend. Now, we need to remember that the last time that Michael Penix Jr. and JJ McCarthy faced up against each other was in the 2024 College Football National Championship. And after losing that game with the Washington Huskies, Michael Penix is going to want revenge. In week 1, he went 27 of 42 for 298 passing yards and 1 touchdown. And while on the surface that is a pretty good stat line, we need to look at Michael Penix's EPA per play. What on earth does EPA per play mean? EPA just means expected points added. And if we say EPA per play or EPA per dropback, we're just averaging how many points a quarterback will add onto his team's tally with every dropback. And this is calculated through how well he throws, how well he runs, and how many yards he's able to get through the passing game. And with an EPA per dropback of 0.35 in week 1, don't be surprised if Michael Penix is able to get the win in Minnesota. And with Bijan Robinson in the backfield as well, I think the Minnesota Vikings have got a very tough matchup in week 2. The second thing to watch out for in week 2 is Justin Fields. Now in week 1, Justin Fields went 16 for 22 for 218 yards and 1 passing TD. However, it was a rushing game where he moved the needles with 2 TDs on the ground. And with a Bills defense that struggles against dual threat quarterbacks, don't be surprised if Justin Fields has a career game. In their last 5 games spanning into last season, the Buffalo Bills have allowed 705 rushing yards. And with a trip to MetLife against a New York Jets team that will still be very angry with their heartbreaking loss against the Pittsburgh Steelers, don't be surprised if Justin Fields has a big game, but also if the New York Jets pull off the upset. Now, the third thing to watch out for this weekend is the Denver Broncos up against the Indianapolis Colts. In week 1, Bo Nix was very disappointing. And remember how we were talking about EPA per dropback before? Well, in week 1, Bo Nix was the 3rd worst quarterback in the league when it came to EPA per dropback. The only 2 that were worse were Cam Ward, who is a rookie, and Tua Tagovailoa. The less said about that performance, the better. And it is no question that Bo Nix needs to improve this season if the Broncos want to go deep into the playoffs. And one thing I question is Sean Payton calling the plays in Denver. Nix was making a lot of dodgy throws in week 1, and hopefully that was just because he felt too comfortable against that Titans defense. But with Daniel Jones and the Indianapolis Colts coming off one of the best games that they have played in a while, don't be shocked if the Broncos are on fraud watch after this week. Now, the fourth thing to watch out for this weekend is a potential Eagles blowout of the Kansas City Chiefs. Now, in a rematch with Super Bowl 57, you wouldn't be crazy to think that the Kansas City Chiefs want payback. But when you look at the Chiefs team and the Eagles team objectively, I wouldn't be shocked if the Eagles blow them out. Jalen Carter is going to return for the Philadelphia Eagles after his 1-game suspension in week 1. And that is going to make the run game even harder for the Kansas City Chiefs. And if they can't get that going, then it is going to be worrying. And then when you look at the Chiefs passing game, obviously they've got Patrick Mahomes, who we know is elite. But with Xavier Worthy and rookie Jalen Royal still questionable for this week, if those 2 are out, it could get scary for Patrick Mahomes. I mean, his only receiver threats as of now are Hollywood Brown, Juju Smith-Schuster, and Travis Kelce. And if you're a glass half full type of person, great. But if you're a glass half empty, then that might not cut it against the Philadelphia Eagles secondary. And the 5th thing to watch out for this weekend is celebrations. Now, we all know that NFL players love to put on a show in the end zone when they score touchdowns. But we didn't see many in week 1, but I'm going to put that down as teams still practicing their routines. Because it's not just the X's and O's that these teams practice on, but also their celebrations. And so those are 5 things to watch out for in week 2 of the NFL. But what are your thoughts? Comment down below and let me know. And if you have enjoyed this video, be sure to drop a like, but most importantly, subscribe to the NFL UK and Ireland YouTube channel. I've been American TJ. Peace.